we're gonna have the director do a scene breakdown from one of the episodes of Kitani.
Alright.
This is gonna be a genuine reaction.
Are we really leaving again?
It's not safe here anymore.
I know it's my fault. I shouldn't have done anything, but
You're trying to be kind, I get it. Oh my god, my hair is so brown.
This scene is the first kind of argument scene between Nazrah and Ilyas. And what I like about this scene in particular is it just shows that they're siblings, you know? Siblings bicker here and there, but in this case, I guess it's bickering about survival, which is something not that normal.
But the real world isn't the same as your storybooks. Not anymore, at least.
but how did you even know that they were bad people? What if they were one of the scavengers?
Oh, Rifki was so good here too.
Survivors, just like us.
But what if they were scavengers, huh?
So yeah, to give some background to this scene is basically Ilyas and Nazrah comes across a group of people where Nazrah, instead of being open to help them, they were quite hostile. So I guess that kind of sets the vibe of the Kitani world, I guess, where it's more often than not that people are gonna take advantage of you or steal from you rather than, you know, helping each other. So yeah, I think this scene really encompasses the vibe of Kitani very well, in my opinion. Yeah. And I feel like Rifki did very well in this scene as well, so yeah. Safarah, always amazing.
Desperate people do scary things.
You're the one who chatted at one.
I was protecting us, Ilyas. That's all I've been doing. If it's between you or some stranger, I'll choose you.
The first take of that was also good, but I think either myself or Rifki, we would go out of proportion, like we would sound super angry instead, but that wasn't what Syafi wanted. Like, it was frustrated but contained. Like, you can see Ilyas was pushing it, and then that made Nazrah answered the way she answered, like in a frustrated tone, but also trying to be protective.
This was one of the few scenes that we rehearsed over and over again, because this was in the first episode, and I feel like this is one of those scenes that really sets not just the tone, but also the relationships between the two. What I didn't want is just for Nazrah to seem like she's just nagging, or I don't know, I just don't want her to just be against Ilyas. I want her to kind of try to make Ilyas understand that she's doing this for him, and kind of like argue with love rather than argue with ego and whatever. And you could see Ilyas' moral compass is also questioning himself as well.
Choose you.
Interesting stuff.
But Kak, if we choose to not help other people, does that make us bad people too?
So yeah, the song that comes in is by Jordan Bateman, that is called Innocence, if I'm not mistaken. Rifki says, if we don't help other people, doesn't make us bad people too. That is the moral compass of the world, isn't it? It's not really right or wrong, it's more of what you believe in, where your moralities lie, where which one you think is more important. Is it protecting people or protecting yourself, type of thing?
We're survivors. Oh, that's a good shot.
Yeah, and that's the scene.
That was a really good scene. That was my favorite scene. Also one of my favorite scenes to shoot, because I remember, I think I was performing at the level that I want to perform at, and I think Syafi also said the same thing. Even for Rifki, like, I was genuinely impressed by his performance there, and you can feel the genuine just like emotions coming through from Nazrah and Ilyas. Like, she was frustrated, but like, you know, trying to keep it down as well.
From a writer's point of view, when people argue, I always like to have both, kind of like understand both sides of the arguments. I don't want it to always be one-sided, because when people argue, there's often 2 points, and then so I like to put out points that both people can argue with and supports their own argument, and for us viewers to watch it and kind of choose which side we want to join. But yeah, now as a viewer watching it, this is my first time watching it in ages. Looks good. I think it's a good sneak peek for Kitani.
Hi, it's Safarah. Don't forget to watch Kitani on Progresif Media this 29th of October.